All right, good evening. Be on here long. Okay. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I'm Kenyatta. Let me see. Okay. Um, the architect. All right. But anyway, you know how it goes. I'm gonna do a quick reading on something I just encountered. Okay. Now for those people, many of us, like myself and others, you may experience sometimes, you may have experienced in your life the feeling of, people being against you or not liking you, these types of things. Okay. And we talk about, people putting spells on people, black magic, witchcraft, and all that type of shit. Okay. To, counter you, I'm hearing. Okay. Good evening to the one person that is in that I can see. Please hit the thumbs up button. All right. But anyway, so of course, I experienced that. Okay. I talked about it before. And I think I talked about this before, but I'm not sure. There was a particular time as I had become um, awakened to um, all of this kind of stuff going on and happening in my life and what it was all about. There was one time this summer, actually, I was talking to this lady that I had known for at least a year. Okay. And she was talking to someone, and this woman that she was talking to, uh, I just put it like this: she tried me. Okay, she tried me one time. Okay, in front of a group of people, and it's like whatever she was expecting did not happen. Okay, because please, all right. I think she was expecting me to kowtow to the game she was playing, the mind game, but it didn't work, and she just sat there and looked at me. It's almost like her expression was blank, like it was kind of an expression of not not knowing what to do at that point, because the reaction, my response to her was not what she expected. Okay, there's an expectation, like when people do things to manipulate. Okay, try to manipulate your energies and all of that type of thing. Okay, they're expecting you to respond a particular way, and then when you don't respond the way in which they're expecting, it's like it's weird. It's like a shut off. Okay, something just like shuts off, and they just sit there and look because it didn't go the way that they were planning for it to go. Okay, now it depends on the circumstance. Things are different from place to place to place, a space and time, depending on where you're at. Okay, so we were at work. Okay, so of course, with her having the position that she has, she did not obviously expect me to respond the way I did. Okay, and so it wasn't a matter of her acting out in any kind of way or form. Way it was more or less like, okay, now what do I do? You know, I'm stuck here. Okay, because if I had responded the way that she was expecting me to respond, then she would have known what to do from there. But I didn't. I didn't give her the response she was looking for. Okay, I don't know what response she was looking for. I didn't care what response she was looking for. I was giving her my response, the response she was going to get from me. Okay, which was, lady, please. Okay, I see what you're up to, lady, please. It's not going to go that way. All right. So anyway, but I noticed I was looking at her. I was like, why is she looking at me like that? So weird. But then it's like, it was just like, you know, like, like what now? Okay. There was no particular program. Okay. It within her, okay, to move from the unexpected response that she got. Okay. Because if I had responded the way she wanted me to respond, or the download, the programming that she was given, then she would have known what the fuck to do. It wasn't even a look of anger. It was just like the shit had shut down. Okay, so after that, whenever I would see her, I would speak to her. I would, like my friend told me years ago, even a dog wag its tail, goddamn. Okay, so I was like, shit, I don't have no problem just because you was out there looking for something stupid. Doesn't mean that, he was gonna get it, okay? I don't have a problem with that, whatever, so I would still speak to her. And of course, because the intention was a negative one or a nefarious intention, she would put her head down every time she saw me, every time I spoke. Okay. She would speak, but it was just, she would put her head down. Okay. There's that shame thing or the guilt thing or whatever the case. All right. So, but she was working with the initial person that I was talking about. She worked with her. Okay, I was working in another part of the building, and I had worked with this lady all the time, but now I was working in a different part of the building. So, you know, my schedule was a little different, and I just went on to do what I had to do. Okay, I didn't make my rounds from place to place, room to room, to say good morning. No, I'm going to work over here where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so because I'm hearing infiltrated, even because the woman who had this nefarious intention, okay, and there was no programming there for her to respond to what she didn't expect, okay. I feel as though I'm going to say it this way, okay. The information from her that was being downloaded into the lady that I work with that I liked a lot, okay, was negative about me, okay, because again, she didn't get what she was looking for. Um, so there was a time that when I was leaving work, I saw both of them talking, and this lady with the nefarious intention, she would still had this, I would speak to her, and she was still just blank. It was blank. It wasn't like it was there was no expression. It was still a kind of, in my opinion, surprise. Like, I don't know what to say here. I don't. The programming is not there. I don't know how to respond to this person here. You know any longer. And I'm just like, I'm thinking to myself, all you have to do is say hi. I'm greeting you. I'm giving you a greeting. It's okay. I'm not. There's no negative. Okay, and that too. There's no negative intention here. I'm not going to, I'm not rolling my eyes at you, dog you out, and all of that kind of stuff, just because of your intention. That I'm not on that. I'm not. That's just not what I'm going to do. Thank you for the one thumbs up. You know, so I think even with that, the first time you blank because you didn't get the response that you thought, so you don't know what to do at this point. The programming is not there. It's not written in you, and it may be written in you, but you haven't accessed it. Okay, so now you're thinking that I'm gonna do, I don't know, sister girl ghetto-ness or whatever, and have a nasty attitude towards you every time I see you. I'm not. Okay. And so she was still blank, like almost a look of somewhat surprise, shock, but again, I don't know how to access the way I'm supposed to respond. I'm talking about from her end, that she's not going off of me, she's not rolling her eyes at me. It's just like there's, it's not that deep at all. Okay. But again, she still kept having this look of just, you know, I don't know if the programming is there, if it's written in me on how to, respond to her or how to talk to her now. I don't know how to access it. Where is it? Okay. And it's definitely there, I would say. Okay. But again, she didn't know how to access it. I would think that it would be there. She didn't know how to access it. Okay. But the person that I'm initially talking about, the lady that I work with that I liked, and who I feel like that now the information from this woman that's being downloaded into her concerning me and this woman's interaction is negative. So I spoke to a lady who's just sitting there in shock, and she was still she spoke, but she was still like, just in shock, Um, and after they got done talking, then I waited for them, so I could talk to my friend. Okay. Well, I'm just saying my friend, she's not really my friend. Okay. When we think of the true definition of friend, but my coworker friend, buddy, I'll put it like that. And she looked at me when they got done. She looked at me, and I saw something come over her. Okay. Very negative. Okay. Very dark. Okay. I don't know if I want to say very dark, but the shit was dark. Okay. And I thought to myself, damn, look at that, But it reminded me, like when I talked about my live the other night, like in the Matrix, when the agents, would take over people. Okay. So I had to look it up because I like to try to speak to stuff intelligently best I can. Okay. So I put in what happens when an agent takes over a person in the Matrix. When an agent takes over someone in the Matrix, they are put in a suspended state. Okay. Not existing in real time within the matrix, but not deleted either. They are simply put on hold. Okay. And even that woman, who I'm saying she couldn't access it, it was even like that, like she was put on hold. Okay. But I didn't get that same sense from her, like agent taking over. I just got, she just didn't know what to do. Or simply put, she just didn't know what to do. I don't know what do I do now? The programming isn't there. Okay. So, but anyone without sunglasses in the matrix is fair game for such takeover. Okay. But the woman I'm speaking about, my coworkers, buddy there, it looked just like that shit, like in the matrix, like an agent took over. Now somebody, we might say a spirit, a demonic presence or something like that. I don't like using saying demons and stuff like that. I just think that's just so, I think there's a lot more energies in this space and time than just humans, angels, demons, deities. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of energy, okay, took over her. I saw the whole change on her face take place, okay? And it was wild. And I was like, man, I never really noticed that before. And it hit me, start paying attention. Start paying attention, when you have these interactions. I ain't saying every single interaction I have with every single human being, okay? But pay attention to how the energy that comes over a person, okay? And that's exactly what it was. It was like this negative energy, okay? And that looked just like some Agent Smith shit off the Matrix when them agents took over people, okay? I said, I guarantee she doesn't even realize it. Okay. But nevertheless, so it's like, so the negative, I'm like, so negative information here has been implanted in this woman now based off of this other person that she's been working with. I have not been working with her. I'm all the way on the other side of the building now. So I don't work with her anymore. Okay. It was a situation where I got very frustrated, okay, with all of them. However, so the woman in charge, I think she saw my frustration. She knew me. I had worked with her before, and it placed me somewhere else. Okay, but they did need help on the other side. Okay, but I think she's the type of person that I like, people like this who they're able to read a room, able to read, okay, that person is like this. They will be better fit over here, and it would be a better fit for them, this person, if they went over there. Okay. I love that, as opposed to just looking, not, looking beyond the low aspect of it, and becoming combative with it, or the, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, feeling the need to, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically come down. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, on their, the people that work up under them, their subordinates or whatever. Okay, well, I see that, I'm not just gonna say that person being belligerent or whatever, or refusing to do their job. I just see that they probably would be a better fit somewhere else. Okay, she was like that, and I like that in her. Okay, that's like real leadership to me. Okay, able to read people, able to read the room, seeing, knowing what is needed in certain places. Because she said to me, she said, you'll be with your background, okay, and with your et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and she named it, characteristics, background. You know, I think you would do a fine job over in this part of the building, okay? Because and they have a need, and I think you would be a perfect fit for it. And it ended up being that way. That's like leadership, you know, as opposed to, well, you need to go on over in there, with all that, silliness, okay? But okay, so anyway, so I just encountered something I thought was a little odd. It's like I feel like, but I want to be sure. I'm gonna do a reading on it. I'm gonna use my dust. I'm sitting here shuffling. I'm gonna use my dust to onyx deck. I feel like when what am I trying to say? When you are on your path, you're becoming enlightened and awakened to yourself, becoming knowledgeable of self. Okay, no longer anyone's puppet on anyone's puppet string. Okay, which never were really meant to supposed to be. And a lot of times I feel like people do these things at times when you're vulnerable states, namely one when you're a child. Okay, you forget who you are, you forget why you came. Here you are, a child looking for, no matter what, whether you're a powerful being or not, but yet and still you still have to go through the process, okay, of conception, birth, okay, and growing up within the matrix, okay, growing up in the world system, okay, and you become subject to everything. All right. And when you do, there are times where because it's like, I feel like signals are sent out. Okay, this person, just like in the Matrix when Neo was unplugged. Okay, a signal went out. This person is unplugged now. They're kind of quote unquote set free. Okay, so the Matrix, we can no longer use this person, so we just gonna flush them down the toilet. Okay, flush them down the sewer and get rid of their ass. Okay, all right. It's kind of like that. The signals, okay, are sent out. Okay, this person is no longer on this string anymore. Okay, they've set themselves free, or they've been set free, or whatever the case. Okay, and what sets you free? The fucking truth. The truth of what? The truth of yourself. Okay, knowledge of self. Once again. All right. So you will still encounter. You will have your tests. Okay, or you will have your agents that will come. Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay, or do things to try to pull you back in. Okay, and when I say agents, when I say it, through people, these are people that may not even recognize what they're doing. They in their own heart and mind and space may not have any nefarious intention towards you whatsoever. However, okay, those that want to keep control over you, okay, and keep you on that fucking string, will use those that are close to you, okay, or use those that you trust, or use those that you have some kind of relationship with in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so I just had an encounter that was disturbing to me. Okay, and instead of then when that happens, because the intention is to pull you back. okay, to pull you back in. Okay, so that's why, people say like certain things about stay away from these people, stay away from these energies, so on and so forth. Okay, so the intention is to pull you back, and one way that you can recognize that was the case is how you feel. Okay, how did that interaction make you feel? Okay. Oh, well, it made me feel like I used to. Okay, before I awakened and before I started cutting these cords or these puppet strings. Okay. All right. And you might want to get upset with the person, but then you have to, and there are various things that you can do, and tools that you can utilize to understand what just happened. Was that person um, purposely doing that? Okay. More than likely, well, I ain't gonna say more than likely because hell, you really don't know who's who. You don't. Okay. You don't. Okay. So it's good to have some kind of tools. Okay. Now you the greatest tool of them all. Shit. Okay. Your mind, your brain. Okay. Your intuition, your feeling, and so on and so forth. Okay. But sometimes you want to be sure. So sometimes it's good to have tools. Okay. To get a clear understanding of what was that I just encountered. Was that person? Okay. Or were they being used? All right. Watch as well the names that people call you. That's why I say this is what you're gonna call me on this channel. Okay, when you talk to me. Okay. And if you don't, just what? Delete. It's just a fucking delete. And it ain't even just a delete, it's a block. Okay. Or remove you from my channel, from my domain. Okay. It's just that simple. Okay. No one has to interact with anybody. No one is forced to. Okay? You're not forced to. Okay. I'm talking about this here, right here. Okay. Okay. Even in what do they say? Okay. You don't even. Well, let me look it up real quick before I speak on it. Hmm. That's it. Okay. Right to silence, basically. I think like maybe that is it. The First Amendment. Okay. The First Amendment prevents government from requiring you to say something you do not want to. Okay. All right. But you don't have to interact. Okay. So let's see what we get from this. Okay. As far as from the tarot, and again, I'm going to read from the Onyx tarot deck. Okay. Two more shuffles. What do we need to know from this here? Okay. I'm hearing be careful of your interactions. Okay. Who you talk with, who you speak with, what you share. Okay. With them. Okay. Be mindful even of the things that they call you. Some people want to give you these nicknames and all of this type of shit and want to act like it's, oh, I'm just, I don't mean no harm. I just mean, please. Okay. Person does, you don't have to accept anybody's, if you feel like it's disrespect, you don't have to accept anybody's disrespect. I don't care what the fuck they say. You don't. Okay. You're not obligated to them. All right. So here, let's get into it. Here we have, okay, Ace of Swords in dormant. Okay. Let me find my glasses. Oh, what I did with them. Shit. I know they're around somewhere. Okay, whatever. I can't find them. All right. Um, Ten of Swords, dormant. Five of Swords, dormant emotions here. Okay, this is one way that people will, these type of energies. Okay, I want to just say people in general, but these type of energies. This is one way that they will try to. I'm hearing like attack you or attach themselves to you through emotional states. Okay, young staff, dormant. Okay, and the emerging one, dormant. Okay, and I kind of talked about that yesterday. Okay, um, emotional states to feed off of you. Okay, but that is one way in which to trap you. There is nothing wrong with emotions. Okay, it's part of being human. Okay, but people will in these I want you to say people these energies. Okay, will use them against you. Okay, or use them to attach themselves to you or to bring out. I'm hearing bring out something in you that simply doesn't exist. Okay, in you, trying to make you behave a certain way, all right, to do something, okay, to attach themselves to you. Okay, I'm here like strong um arm you, okay, into being what it is that they want you to be. I'm hearing something about what they encounter, okay, how they want to encounter you, okay, whatever. Okay, but lack of self love, not wanting you to love yourself, know thyself, loving thyself, okay, to wanting you to be in this emotional state of maybe like not being happy, not being uh, more so. I want to say satisfied, but it's more than satisfied. Okay. Pleased with oneself, maybe content with oneself, okay, with where you're at, with who you are, knowledge of self once again, okay. Um, let me see. Hmm. I'm hearing wanting to put you in a state of sadness. Okay. Again, playing, manipulating the emotions. Okay. Wanting whatever to pull you back. Okay. I am hearing into that state of dissatisfaction. Okay. But again, this not knowing yourself, not knowledgeable of yourself. Okay. Questioning yourself. Okay. Doubting yourself. All right. Let me see. Okay. As if there is something that you don't know about yourself that they do know about yourself. Okay. So that's that questioning yourself and doubting yourself. Okay. And believing in another over believing in yourself. I'm hearing don't allow that to happen. Here we have, okay, let me see, pain, regret, guilt, depression. Okay. Pulling you back into that state. Okay. Some kind of regret, these low states. Okay, probably the states that you were in before, okay, you began to awaken and to see yourself and understand yourself, okay, your truth. I'm hearing your journey, okay, your path, your pathway, okay, removing you from it, okay, removing you from that, okay, so that they could have, ultimate control over you, okay. And it's not the individual, it's not the person that's been taken over by the agent Smith. Remember, they just been taken over by the agent. Not just the agent Smith, but the agent. They've just been entity, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay, of these energies that want to control you to keep you from knowing yourself. Okay, I'm here like to misalign you. Okay, crooked, make you crooked off your path. Okay, all right, to keep you down, keep you controlled, okay, keep you food. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, to keep you like this young staff here, okay, to keep you, pull you back, okay, young, let me see, young staff, let me see here, okay. um some words we have: hasty, cavalier, volatile, even, okay, sedentary, Okay, aimless. Damn sure aimless when there's no knowledge of oneself. Hey, Gaia, come here, babe. I can't. Do you see my glasses over there?
Over where? Over here?
Yeah, on the over there. Even I don't know where I put them. I had them earlier. You'll see them.
No.
Okay, whatever. Thank you. Oh, right here. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay, a young, unstable, I mean, an unstable young staff can be cruel, merciless, impulsive, with no regard for consequences. Okay. Um, it's just like, your chakras, like when a person does a Reiki, okay, they can be closed, they can be real small, but they can be too wide open as well. Okay. What's that?
Did you use all its Tabasco sauce?
I did. I know, right? That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Okay. And you don't want them to be, it's not just a matter of them just being closed. Okay, you don't want to be too wide open either. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. um all right, but and then two, if the interaction is one of where there's an expectation of you, like I said, the woman, there, what the response that she was looking for, it was not a volatile response. Okay, it was not explosive and impulsive and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, with no regard for consequences. Okay, so blank, I don't know now, what do I do? They didn't respond the way in which I wanted them to respond. So, I can't access the information here because there was an expectation. I was riding off that expectation. She was riding off that expectation. Now I can't respond to her. I can only, just sit here. Okay. So it's the same thing here with this. Okay. Like this young staff, we know staff of the wand, fire. Okay. But sometimes the interaction can be one of which, um, especially if it's like, no matter what you say, there's some kind of combative response to it. Okay. This is what the energy is looking for. The energy is looking for you to be unstable in how you interact with them. Okay. Impulsive, merciless, cruel, volatile, hasty. Okay. Etc. Etc. All right. There will be different expectations, okay, depending on the interaction. Okay. So if I can't get these types of responses from you, then one thing definitely I will refer to you in some way that is questionable or negative by, the quote unquote cutesy nickname that if you address it, oh, girl, I didn't mean, no, yes, you don't. Don't play. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, because I need you to respond this way. The energy needs you to respond this way. Why? The energy needs you to respond this way so that after they're done, or the entity, whatever you want to call it, the agent, whatever you want to call it, after you have responded that way, okay, how they want you to respond, then you go back and question yourself. I thought I had grew, I thought I had come a long way, I thought I was awake, and why did I let that get to me? And then you be disturbed the rest of the night. Questioning yourself, doubting yourself. Okay. Okay. Anything to pull you back in. Okay. Need you to come back in here. Okay, we want your energy, we want, your source of whatever. Okay, we need to pull you back in here. Okay, keep this thing going, keep you from, once again, know thyself, knowledge of self. Okay, to question yourself, and when you begin to question yourself, that self-love starts to waver. Well, maybe I ain't this, and maybe I ain't that, and maybe I ain't good enough. Okay, that type of thing. All right. So the emerging one, dormant, naivete. Okay, rashness, foolish, frivolous, and then all of these types of negative thoughts come in about yourself. Okay, not emerging. Don't want you to be emerging. Okay, want you to be in this state. Okay, being pulled back in, not emerging and continuing to emerge, okay, out and forward here, okay, taking a risk, quote unquote, okay, to your truth and to your destiny out of the world system. Okay, it's not always just about you do just your little individual self, okay, but out of this world system here. Okay, out awakened. This is awakened. This is dormant. Okay, in this deck, no longer not awakened. Okay, your new birth. Here is one of the words. Your awakening. Okay, being born again, reborn, new birth, out of the world system, out of the matrix system. Okay, um, okay, faith, innocence, purity. Okay, no, I ain't good enough. I ain't this. I ain't that. Oh, I can't believe that happened. Blah blah blah. I can't believe I responded that way. Why did I, etc., etc. Not realizing what just occurred. A play on you. Okay, to pull you back down, to pull you back. I ain't gonna even say down, to pull you back in. Okay, all right. The more awakened. Okay, the sun dormant. Two of blades dormant. Okay, two of staffs dormant. Okay, the more here awakened. What do we have? Growth. Okay, tradition, institution, teaching, growth. Okay, all right. Let's see. Don't let the structures that you abide by lead to your downfall. There are laws beyond the ones you have established within yourself, and the universal spiritual law that governs all. That govern all. The more it spreads this wisdom and knowledge through teaching and mentoring. Okay, here is another lesson that you are being taught. Like I would say, my dad would tell me, don't just be in a space of, in other words, reacting here emotionally to this. What is it? Don't just be in that space, but what is it that I am to learn from this? What am I being taught here? Okay, as I'm emerging, as I'm awakening, as I am on my spiritual path, okay, or on my path, as I am, no, have released myself and been released from this world system, okay, this matrix system, okay, what am I being taught here? Okay, this is a devout person who is loyal to their higher belief systems that govern everyday life. All right, all right, moving on. Okay, so so see how his hand is up. Okay, it can mean, I'm not quite sure what it means here, but no, 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 I don't accept that. Okay, now you ain't even necessarily got to say this to these people. Okay, they may not even they don't even know realize what the hell going on. Okay, they don't even know realize that something has been using them. Okay, I'm gonna use this person that they're real close to come in and mess with their mind and mess with them emotionally. They don't, a lot of times they don't know what the hell going on. You understand what I'm saying? They just being used. They're just being used. Okay, so I'm not saying you have to say that to them. You can. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever. I'm not saying that, but you don't have to. Just recognize it. Okay, pay attention and recognize it. All right, and don't allow yourself to be taken under and pulled back in something that you. No, I'm not there anymore. I'm not in that anymore. I've moved on away from that. Okay, and I'm not gonna let you pull me down and pull me under. Okay, something that you not, just like I said, the one lady that I worked with, okay, my co-worker buddy, I saw the energy is like insert therein. Okay. And the whole shit changed. The whole facial appearance, the whole body language, it changed. And I looked and I was like, wow, Whereas, before I may not have seen it, I only would have seen, why is she talking to me like that? Why is she acting to me like that? What's wrong with her? This, that, and her, oh, I see what this is. You know what I'm saying? I did feel that a little bit, but for the most part, I allowed my higher self to say, look, this energy that just, she probably don't even realize. She doesn't even realize it. Okay. She doesn't realize what has happened. She doesn't realize even that she has been downloaded with some negative information from that person over there who could not even access, okay, any other way, but the only way she's known to be and to do, because see, she expected you to respond a particular way. And when you didn't, it's like, now what the fuck do I do? I don't know what to do here. Okay. Sun in reverse. Okay. I mean, damn, we pretty much know what that means. Okay. Confirmation. Hold on. Yeah. I know. Okay. So here we have, okay, dormant egoism. Okay. Wanting you to be in your ego and act a damn fool when it's not necessary. Okay. Abuse of power, low self-esteem. There it is. You've moved out of that. Okay. And I'm not saying you may not still, even though you moved out of it, that you may not still have some kind of, issues behind that. Okay. That are being, the kinks are now being worked out. Okay. Now we working out them kinks. These things may take time. Okay. It's a part of the path. It's a part of the journey. Okay. Whereas before, when you just in it, you may not even realize that you acting out of low self-esteem and all of this type of shit. Okay. You doing something ridiculous and to yourself and harming yourself, and somebody say you have low self-esteem. No low self-esteem. Blah, Okay. Okay. Sabotage. Here. This interaction. Sabotage to sabotage you. Okay. All right, hold on. Here we have Two of Blades, dormant, right? Yes. Okay. Indecision, stagnancy, denial, passivity, paradox, damn sure. Okay. To keep you in that, to pull you back, to keep you in that space. Well, I don't know why did I do that. And, question yourself, doubting yourself. Okay. Where you have been feeling like you're just so sure, so grounded. Okay. Feeling like your true self. I'm hearing true north. Okay. In your truth. Okay. But now, no, indecision. Okay. Stagnancy. Okay. Maybe having whatever work that you're doing to keep you in that place of that being that emerging one. Okay. What prayer, meditation, whatever it is that you may do, now you're stagnant because you're so caught up in the emotional thing that just occurred. This interaction that you just had. Okay, having you all fucked up on the inside. Okay, instead of wait a minute. Okay, and that feeling that you used to have instead of wait a minute. No, this doesn't belong to me anymore. Okay, you're not allowed here anymore. Okay, you have to leave. Okay, all right, now Two of Staffs, dormant. Okay. Dissolution, same thing. Indecision. Pride. Okay. Going with that ego thing from that other card. Okay. Delays. Okay. Indiscretion. And I don't necessarily say delays in the sense of as though you're being punished by some greater force or some universal force out there. Okay. Just delay within self, because now this thing done got you all messed up for the next week or so. You understand what I'm saying? And you feeling all jacked up for the next week or so, that you are stagnant. Okay. And still and doing the things that have been helping you to, okay, ascend. Okay, your to your truth. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so this is the the stagnancy and the delay. Okay, all right, all right. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, Ace of Coins, awakened. Okay, Seven of Coins, awakened. Okay, and the Lovers, awakened. Okay. Now I'm reading each card individually. So what? Okay. Ace of Coins, awaken, seed, manifestation, favor, groundedness, success. Okay. Be in that space, stay in that space, okay, and allow that to help you recognize these things, okay, when they come to you, when they happen. Because damn sure I remember, like, when I was growing up in church, one thing, like, they would testify, my grandmother, one of her things that, well, at her church, but she would often say, God didn't promise life on the flowery beds of ease, okay, meaning that here, as you're awakened, as I'm using it, awakened, an awakening, okay, coming into the truth of yourself, the knowledge of yourself, so on and so forth, that is just going to be easy peasy from then on out. Okay. Ain't no flowery beds of ease. There may be moments and times, okay, and you walk along feeling so good, in your okay, finally, in your truth, okay, the truth, your true being of who you are, okay, grounded, okay, doing whatever work that you do to keep you grounded, okay, and you feeling successful about you. I ain't talking about the job and the career and all of that type of thing. I'm talking about you, success in you, the truth of you, becoming knowledgeable of you, awakening to you, okay. Here it is, you're manifesting that within you, okay. With the sprouting of a seed comes the opportunity for new life, and from this new life, a chance to bear an abundance of fruit. You'll know the tree by the fruit that it bears. Okay, so nevertheless, stay in that energy. Okay, as best you can. Now, when these things happen and the crazy, weird feelings from the past come over you, okay, recognize that that's what it is. That is not you, and that these things come, okay, to test you here, okay, maybe to test you to make you strong, okay. You might even call them in, okay, to test you to make you stronger, okay, because you're just that powerful to do that, okay, because you on your path and you want to stay on your path and you want to continue to grow on your path. So you may just call those things in, okay, because the interaction that I had, it's interesting that I say that because this was not my thought, but the interaction I had with this person is someone that I had called in only in the sense that I had been thinking about this person. Okay. And no, I didn't call them or anything like that. I had just been thinking about them and I wanted to share something with them. Okay. And what I shared with them, mistake, but not really, because it showed me what was in you that you were still looking for. And what sharing that for what? For what? No, I did not expect the person to respond the way they did, but for what? Okay. That energy is old, stagnant, done, over with, dead and gone. Let it go. But see, I did not really realize that until I had the conversation with the person. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And when I did, and the way they responded, it was so really, yeah, you damn right, whoever said that. So really, she helped me. It was a help to me. Because it pulled me, it got that feeling again, and it's like, oh shit. And it hit me within this much time. Don't you dare. Don't you dare go back into that space. The feeling is here. Go. Now, as he said to me, what am I to learn from this? Not about her, about me. Okay. So see, some of these agents even, maybe they're helping you. Like they say, some folk, because we all got to make a change. Okay. I mean, it got to be something new, got to be something different. This cannot continue to go on in the realm and the way that it is. Okay. It has to be broken down. Okay. There must come the new. Okay. Not recycling the same shit over and over, year after year, millennia after millennia, so on and so forth. There must be the new. And everyone is affected and everything. All right. All right. Let's move on. Okay. Seven of coins, awaken, patience, assessment, attention, steady progress, and persistence. Just like I said, continue to move. It ain't gonna just be okay. I'm awakened, I done arrived. No, that's still some shit. Kinks got to be worked out here. Okay. Okay. And you want to be steady and understand that the progress is steady, but yet be persistent. Okay, don't get caught up in the stagnancy of the emotional and the feeling. Okay. One thing that lady who raised me said to me, sometimes you got to just realize and recognize that's all it is. It's a feeling. Okay. When I was going through and I still am, I don't know, perimenopause. Let me see. I'm in month 6, I believe. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. But this happened to me before. What was it, last year? What was it, 6 months? And then bam, I was mad than a motherfucker. Okay. But now it's back to 6 months. So we'll see how long, we'll see if I'm free from that. Okay. But anyway, one thing that I had really bad was anxiety. Okay, well, I had never really had, anxiety attacks and all that type. That shit was completely new. We all have anxiety. We all have fear. Okay, it's a healthy amount of it. Okay, but then it, was overload. When I was doing my research, I had found that that was one of the top symptoms of perimenopause. Okay, shit'll fuck your motherfucking ass up, especially if you ain't ever had no anxiety attack and all that kind of shit. Should you think you have a motherfucking heart attack or some shit like that? Okay, but so one thing that I had to do, I was taking what was some stuff you get from the drugstore for perimenopause. Oh, I can't think of the name of it right now. Okay, it would help for a couple of days, and then it would stop working. So what I would do is I would take it, for about 3-4 days, maybe a week, then I would stop for a couple of days and then take it again. Okay, like a reboot or whatever. But anyway, so, and they say the meditation and everything, but I really, my patience wasn't there for that. Okay. So I was doing a lot of research and everything. One thing that I found someone online is I wish I would have kept the name of the website, but it was a really good website. This man on there, the man who put the website together, that's what he specialized in. And one thing that he noted on there, which was huge, you got to remember, it's just a feeling. It's a feeling. Okay, it's not the stuff that comes over you. It's not real, in that you may feel like it can be so heavy on you. You feel like you're just about to just lose and go crazy, but you don't. So I would keep that in mind, and it was one time I was talking to somebody about it. I was like, I'm having an anxiety attack right now. And she laughed. She said, "You are." I can't even tell. I said, "No, because I just kind of learned how to deal with it." But all of the feeling, everything, it was just all over me. Okay, so I went through that for a couple of years. Okay, but whatever. Okay, so once again, so the patience, being patient with yourself. Okay, so when these things come, okay, and these times come, and assess the situation. Don't be in a space to just react to the situation and react to the feeling that is no more than that. Okay, don't allow the feeling to trick you into this space and place of thinking, oh, I ain't shit, I'm right back where I was, and oh my God, and all of that kind of thing. Okay, I thought I was doing better and blah blah blah. No, assess the situation, assess what has happened here, assess what has occurred. Okay, and once again, what is this here to teach me? Pay attention. Okay, and be attentive. Okay, to it, to yourself. Steady progress, persistence. Okay, and be persistent with your work and understand that you are, like they say, a work in progress. Okay, all right. The Lovers. Awakened. Okay, harmony, union, trust, attraction, love. Okay, that be in harmony with yourself. Okay, in union with yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your path. Trust, the work that you're doing on yourself. Trust your awakening process. Okay, love. Okay, and love. What do they say? Love is God is love. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, ye are gods. Okay, love, trust, truth. All right. That and this thing that is happening to you, it is not to okay, sure, in one respect, yes, like I was saying earlier, want to pull you back in. Okay, all right, but at the same time, okay, it's like love the process, because the process there is helping you all the more to awaken. Okay, the process is helping you all the more to come into the knowledge of yourself, your truth. Okay, your being, your awakening. Okay, to again knowing thyself. Okay, and that you are above and beyond this system here that wants to hold you and control you and keep you bound and stuck in it. Okay, what he say? Don't go toward the light. All right. Six of Gourds, dormant. Okay. Seven of Blades, dormant. All right. And the Three of Coins, dormant. Okay. So it's just like I think of that scripture. All things work together for good to them that love the Lord. Okay. All these things. Okay. And all things give thanks. All things work together for the good of you if you allow them to. Okay. No, thank you for the lesson. I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back in there. Okay, I'm not going back in that trap. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going back in that space of something and someone else or something else or these entities, whatever it is, control me. Okay, and take me from myself. Period. I see what you are. I recognize you. Okay, thank you. Okay, more lessons to learn, because what the fuck, what you want to share that information for? That shit is dead, done, and in the water. Moving the fuck on. Okay, it is no longer you. Okay, you don't have to be codependent on anyone or anything emotionally. Okay, looking for someone outside of you to tell you something about you. Okay, to give you some kind of comfort and peace of mind about yourself. Okay. Okay. Six of Gourds, dormant, stuck it. Boom. There it is. I just said it. Stuck in the past. Immaturity, secrets, lack of reciprocity, stuck in the past. That's past energies. It is over. It is done. Maybe you didn't realize it and you didn't recognize it. Now the kinks are being worked out. Here's some shit that's still there that needs to be worked out, ironed out, and moved on up out of you. Okay? Don't be stuck there. Okay? You want to be used to pull me back, but thank you. Okay? Because the perspective is I'm going to use it to keep pushing me forward. Okay, immaturity coming from a place of immaturity, looking for someone or something outside of you, okay, to give you something to, comfort in some way, shape, or form. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, in some way, shape, or form, or whatever that is, that emotionally immature or whatever. I can't think of the word. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, the reliance is on you. Okay, now I ain't talking about healthy codependence. We all codependent on each other. I'm not talking about that. Okay, in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I'm not talking about that. Okay, we depend on one another. When you go out and get in your car and drive, you are depending on the next driver that they ain't gonna drive like a goddamn fool. Okay, you are depending, the people at the grocery store, they ain't gonna put the food in the aisles and so on and so forth, so you can get your food and fucking eat. And it's gonna be people that are working there to help you. Okay, that's what I mean. Okay, when I say I'm not, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay. Don't nobody do anything, okay, in that regard in and of themselves. We're not islands. It is impossible. There are people that pick up your goddamn garbage, people that make sure you have lights and gas. Okay, go pick the food, put it on the goddamn shelves. Okay, pick the cotton and make the clothes. Sew that shit up. Okay. The leather and all of that kind of stuff for the shoes, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So don't think for one single fucking minute that you do something, that everything you do, you don't nobody help you in it. That's bullshit. We all are interdependent upon one another. Because for those of you who are watching me now, did you build the fucking device to watch me on? Okay, this is what I mean. Okay, and okay. All right, moving on. Okay. And I ain't trying to spoil my goddamn reading. Okay. But I say that because, I just whatever. Miss Mustard wanted to try and say something about that. Don't be dumb. And ran her ass up off here when I was just speaking about it. I see you sitting there with your mouth hanging open, bitch. Don't let nobody tell you no stupid shit. We are all interdependent upon one another. Somebody built the goddamn YouTube app. Somebody built the home or whatever building it is that you are living in. Somebody even designed the shit and created and made the materials to put the shit together. All right. Don't allow people to tell you dumb shit because they want to hurt and wreck the world of another person. And they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You need to go somewhere and sit down and shut the fuck up. Seven of Blades in reverse. Here it is. Or dormant. Self-sabotage, betrayal, escape, deception, disingenuous. Okay. Don't again, that immaturity, emotional immaturity. Okay. These holes that we are looking to fill up and not really realizing that that's what the fuck we're doing. Allow these lessons to teach you that, to show you yourself. Okay? So that you can continue on in your growth, in your development of self. Who and what you were meant and designed to be. Okay, so don't be in a space of self-sabotage and betraying yourself, looking to escape yourself so that you can't really operate and function in the goddamn world, and these energies here be in a space and place of controlling you. Okay, and disingenuous with yourself, because that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. And after the conversation, I came here and sat on my bed with that old silly ass, nasty ass feeling from the past. Oh, no, I ain't gonna let this. I ain't there no more. I ain't gonna let this shit control me. Let me do a reading on this here to open my eyes to see. And really, what the fuck was you? What you back there for? What you talking about that shit for? You ain't even really realizing, no, did you? You kind of do. And wanted to be in denial of that shit. Let's wake the fuck up. Kenyatta. Three of coins here in reverse. Inadequacy. Okay. Inexperience, criticism. Okay. Missed opportunity. The emotional immaturity, looking for someone outside of self to fill up some fucking hole of some immature shit. Okay. So now you know. And then find yourself in a place doing that, and then the response is a certain kind of way, and you sit up there criticizing yourself, like I was saying earlier. Okay. I'm here, and let's wake up. Okay. What is this? 8 of blades, dormant. Free your mind. And the rest gonna follow. All right. Okay. So recognize. Recognize what? Yourself. Shit. Okay. And be honest with yourself. Okay. That shit I was talking to her about was dumb. It was. Stupid. Girl, that ain't nothing. Okay. But at the same time, pay attention to how someone is talking to you. Sure, on my end, okay. That's something I should have left alone. Shit, you going back in old spaces and places. Okay, you didn't realize you. I mean, I want to say I didn't realize, but I feel like a part of me did realize it. You understand what I'm saying? But just had to get that, feeling, that emotional thing I be looking for sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? So okay, all right. So you got it. You saw what it was. Okay. You like the way the woman talked to you? Damn sure did. Okay. Or what she was, not so much the way she was, what she said, because I didn't agree. Well, bitch, if you didn't fucking, I mean, that's not even something you have to share with anyone. This, I'm not going into the details of what it was all about, but I'm just saying that's not even something you have to go on. What were you looking for with that? You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Move on. Move higher. Understand? All right. So. I mean, something else needs to be said. One more thing. I mean, like, listen, for, the voices in your head or the voice that speaks to you, telling you to remove yourself gently. Wow, I'm hearing from a conversation when it does you no good. Okay, you don't have to stay there. Okay, and listen. Remove. I'm just hearing that. So remove yourself gently. Okay, when things, like I feel like I'm hearing when things need to be removed, when you need to remove yourself. Okay, that's the best I got on that. Okay, that's it. Okay, all right. You all have favor. Peace.